Hello, everybody. Give me a moment here. I gotta remember what I was doing beforehand. Plus, I gotta wait a minute into this stream first before, you know, who would get their lacy panties tied in a twist if I don't. Almost there. Guess the title's true. As far as I've seen in real life, it has been beneficial. Okay, it's been a minute in now. Now it's safe to speak, because YouTube doesn't like it when you speak within the minute. 10 seconds for cursing and a minute for just opinion. Before online gaming was a thing, right? 1986. Technically I'm a millennial that raised in the same style as someone from the 70s. Right, I was raised proper. Well, Toxicity is good because as soon as people were on online gaming and playing games like that, things got nicer. As in, it's a safe space for people to vent, say stupid crap that they don't mean, or say things they normally would not say, and just pretty much a safe space to just scream at the top of your lungs, in other words, and say the most rancid things that are, you know, god-awful. And some people are like, oh, that's bad. Would you prefer them to do it in real life? Because that's what they were doing before online gaming was a thing. And we remember how bad that was. Well, a majority of us. We remember how bad it really got. We remember how goddamn horrible it was. When it was in school, that toxicity in real life was goddamn awful. But soon as online gaming came to be, that toxicity literally plummeted to zero, almost. There was a few kids that still did it because they couldn't afford online gaming at the time, but the kids got nicer, really nicer. They got it all out of their system online in a safe digital space where they really couldn't hurt no one or do anything of actual terrible things. But let me get my thoughts in order. That damn controller. But as far as I remember, kids were god-awful, but as soon as online gaming came to be, they actually started behaving because in real life, because they didn't have to deal with the BS later. They didn't take it with them to work. They didn't take all that pent-up emotion to work or school. They vented online, screaming at the top of their lungs, and if you didn't like it, you just muted them. You looked at them like, okay, dude, when you're done, I'll unmute you, but you just waited for them to scream their little brains out. And then after a while, it's like, you done? It's like, yeah. And then they become pretty damn chill. Because I came from an era before online gaming was a thing, and let me tell you, it was bad. It was real bad. Like, you kids don't have no idea how bad school was without online gaming for those other kids to vent all their frustrations from their day. They'd take it out on you when they got to school. Hell, I remember one time there was a kid screaming at the top of his lungs online, saying the most horrific things that you wouldn't think a kid would ever say. And one of the other players asked him what was actually got to him to talking, and found out he was being abused. And that guy was an actual police officer that was playing online at the time, who found this kid and may have actually saved him. I wasn't quite sure how it all turned out. But all I know is that kid needed to vent, and since he was venting online, someone that can help him heard him and figured it out and helped him. And that was him being toxic. In other words, a way for him to try to get someone to notice, or at least ask. Ever since online gaming came to be, or gaming in general came to be, crime actually plummeted for a while, and hasn't gone back up to its original numbers. It used to be a lot worse. I don't think people really understand how bad it was back then. God, wow, this axe. But yeah, people screaming online, never take it personal. It could just be them venting their frustrations or bad days or something like that. It's just them venting all that pent-up emotion in a safe environment. And if you don't want to hear it, just mute them. That's what the feature was for. Now, if it's something really bad, like a crime that they're gloating about, maybe you'll have to report that. Which is, you know, normal. You should probably report that. But what I keep seeing is people complaining, oh, they're saying mean things on it. There's probably a reason. I know you're little butterflies and so gentle that if a breeze hits you, you bruise. But you gotta understand, this was part of gaming culture. It's a safe place to freaking yell your brains out, call people cuss words, and be the most horrific motherfucker online. Probably because you have it's probably because you have bigger issues. You really should think about things. They could be saying these things because they may have actually be asking for help or wanting just to vent. Which can prevent bigger problems of it that seems like it would be criminal. Or very, very need to look at their laptop kind of bad. But that was the whole point of the reporting system. To report any actual real problems. Not because someone said mean words, because they're venting in a safe location, in a safe environment, just because because you don't want to be too lazy to press the mute button. I've muted millions of players throughout my lifetime. I think I've lost count of how many people I've muted. But at least they got their frustrations out, huh? At least they wouldn't take that out on someone in real life. That's a problem that might happen. I'd rather have them take it out online in a safe environment I know no one can get hurt in, and just vent. You will have no idea how bad it actually can get if you don't have a safe space for these people to vent their frustrations. They will be pent up to the point it'll boil over, and it will happen in real life. And that's not a good thing. That's terrible. I want to avoid that at all costs. And screaming at the top of their lungs online is the only way they can do it, then so be it. Let them have their toxic little game. Hence why Call of Duty existed in general. That became the safe space to scream. A lot of times we just ignore it and go like, "You okay? You done?" And some people will scream and be toxic, and then after they're done venting, they're like the chillest goddamn person you'll ever meet, and they're fun to play with. They just needed to scream for a bit. I advise to not take that away or kick players out because of that stupidity there. You will just end up causing more problems and putting that bad toxic crap back into society. Online is where they can take that stuff and just dump it. Yeah, I know, it's like, I shouldn't be the one to have it dumped on. It's like, well, mute. that easy. Don't participate. Mute. And then keep enjoying the game anyways. You ain't gonna hear them, so who cares? And I see a lot of people online trying to get content and actually stirring the pot, trying to get them to become more toxic, trying to get the one hot mic take that you're like, oh, I got him to say it, now I can act like a victim. It's like, I am so sick and tired of that bull crap. Anytime I see someone try to play a victim online, I just despise their garbage asses. Because I know that 99% of the time there's the motherfuckers that are trying to do it on purpose. Hey, Jekyller. You having a good day too? Because I'm just venting about how this whole bull crap with people like, you can't be toxic online. That is literally the reason it exists. It literally helps people vent their frustrations, pent up emotions, so we don't have to deal with it in the real world. It's just a nice safe place for you just to scream into the void. Hence the whole, mute the guy. Block them. You got options. Use them. Because I remember way worse things being said online. than they have nowadays. Nowadays, it's pretty damn chill, a little too chill, to the point that it might be pushing the toxicity out of the online space back into the real world where we do not want that. We don't want that at all. But it's only going to get worse if they keep trying to do the whole, we're going to make a safe online. It's like, so you're going to make it to where no one speaks. Then they'll take that frustration out on real people in the real world. Sounds kind of going to be playing online themselves if they're going to complain and be victims about it. No one can get you online. They're going to say a lot of stupid shit, but you're fine. You'll live. Whoa. You can turn off notifications by, unclicking the bell or something, and that's a notification. I can't turn it off. Only you can turn those notification on and off. Yeah, a lot of times people don't realize a lot of stuff online is on your own accord, that you have to control that. No one else can. If you don't want to hear people be toxic online, then you're going to have to mute them. Can't expect everyone else to do it for you. Or you're someone who's bad faith and trying to get clicks online. When I was a kid, before I was even out of high school, I got like death threats every other game when I played Modern Warfare. And like, you shouldn't have to put up with it. I didn't care. I knew that none of them could actually do anything to me. It was just them screaming into the void, and I muted them. It's like, oh no, some nobody screaming at me online, okay? Click a button. No more problem. I'd rather him vent and take it out on me online than actually doing something in real life. Yeah, when it comes to notifications on YouTube, you have to go through and turn them off one by one on whenever you can find them. I believe you can go to your notification option and then turn the ones on and off as you want. I just have mine set to automatically never hit notification, but I believe there's an automatic one where it will turn it, where anytime you sub, it'll hit the thing for you. It's been a while since I've been on YouTube settings. I went in a circle. Yeah, but I'd rather see the toxicity online knowing full well it stays online and doesn't go further than that. But if these damn stupid companies keep going like, we're just going to ban all these players, all that toxic crap that you're trying to ban off your stuff is just going to seep into reality. It's going to become worse and worse for everyone else because you can't handle a few words. Few pointless, stupid words, nonetheless. But I'll defend some toxicity online is a good thing for society in a general sense that you won't be seeing it in real life because it's been, put in a safer environment where it can just burn up and fizzle out. I'd rather them scream into a void than actually scream at an actual person. I take it as anyone who screams at me online is just trying to vent some frustration that they cannot do nothing about right now in their life, or probably never can do anything about it. And once they get it out of their system, they'll probably be a lot kinder and nicer to those in offline because they got it out. Yeah, I was raised in a different time period, that's for sure. I may have been born in the 80s, but I was raised like I was in the 70s. Where you have to be stronger willed and stronger mind, and you gotta understand the difference between reality and fiction. Not to take it seriously either. Words have no power without action behind it. So why are you getting upset over something that doesn't matter just because someone said some stupid words and never acted upon it? Those words don't mean diddly shit. Now, if they actually did something after saying those words, then those words actually gained power, because action was taken alongside of it. And that's when it becomes a problem. Got a rouse out of a guy so she can pretend to be a victim online. That was just complete. I hate that. I hate that crap with a passion. Ruining everything for everyone else just because you want to make a few bucks on some person who's stressed out. And just venting. Yeah, he said some stupid shit. And? What's your point? That's the internet. It's all stupid shit. Hence why I never take it seriously. It's a joke. When I mean by a joke, I mean not to be taken seriously, because if you did, you lose your mind. You get the internet disease. Internet disease is when your brain thinks that what's online is real and should be taken seriously. And then you start losing your mind in real life thinking that everyone thinks that way, and it's not true. The internet is a dark void for people to scream in. Do not take that seriously, ever. Yeah, the irony is not lost on me either. It's like, huh, pot, meat, kettle. Especially when it comes to woke people going like, you're racist, while trying to segregate people. It's like, wait, what? That's why when I hear someone say woke, I just add 3 Ks into the word woke and you get the same thing, because that's all it is. It's just the KKK rebranded its name as woke, and people fell for that crap. That's why whenever I see the word woke, I add 3 Ks into it, because that's what it is. It's just they try to rebrand it as something else, and it's political bullshit. This is why everyone calls a lot of stuff woke, is because it's when you force political ideology and beliefs into something that doesn't need it. It never will need it. It just makes things worse. And that's why a lot of people say a lot of things are woke when you try to force a lot of stuff that doesn't need to be in there. Like, everything needs to be a strong, independent woman. It's like, that's not true. And those women look way too masculine for some reason. Whatever happened to strong feminine women? My mom's a 3rd-degree black belt that can wear a dress and still drop kick your ass. She still can look ladylike and still show you strength. There's strength and femininity, as well as, okay, as well as masculinity. Why are you only showing the masculine side and making women look like guys? That's not good for women's self-esteem. They need to see feminine women be strong too. It's really sexist to not have strong feminine women in things. Just like how I liked Finn in the Star Wars, but they sidelined him because it wouldn't sell well in China. I shit you not. Finn was my favorite character in the new Star Wars stuff, and then they just did him dirty. I was hoping he'd be a stormtrooper who was actually a Jedi clone. That would have been so cool for a plot. But they botched that. And technically, anything that Disney made Star Wars-wise is not canon anyways. So, take that as you will. That came from the very creator of Star Wars, Lucas. So, if he says so, then it's done. I got flashbanged. But I got a reward for it, I guess. Why was I in the final room boss battle? Did someone invade someone during the final boss battle? How the hell did you manage that? But yeah, toxicity online is actually good for society as a way to, as a safe space to vent. A safe space to scream into the void, a safe space to air out every dumbass thought you've ever had, so when you go back into the real world, you're well adjusted and going like, man, that was stupid. Well, thank God I didn't do that in real life, or else that would have been bad. But things got better after people treated online as a sort of a therapy system. And you don't have to put up with it either. They gave you the tools to, handle yourself. You're supposed to be an adult when you're online too, which means adult language will be applied, and your ability to handle said adult language. If you can't handle that, you really shouldn't be online. Or you should immediately mute or block everybody. Right off the bat. Right as soon as you get in, just hit mute all. And yes, that's a feature. Mute all is an option. Or just to turn off voice chat in general. Because if you mentally can't handle that, you shouldn't be online. Or you should at least take the precautions to, turn it off. You're supposed to be an adult when you go online. You're supposed to be over the age of 13, which is still young, and you're still stupid as dirt, but still. You're supposed to be learning to be a more mature person, which means you're going to hear things you really don't think you'll ever hear before in your life. And us adults got to take into account the age rating on a game when we're playing it and what we say. Because if we're in a game that's like, say, Multiverse, that's rated E, we may want to clean up our language if we could talk to each other. So yeah, we should probably, PG our language, because the game itself is, it's a kid. Because I'm about to say things that you're going to be asking Mom and Dad questions about later. Daddy, what's a Dutch oven plug? It's like, a what? A vibrating Dutch oven plug. It's like, don't look up that. It's like, that's nothing for you to hear. Oh, people are talking about it online. It's like, maybe the adults should have paid attention to the rating of the game, because that's what it's for. It determines what you're going to hear. Say what you mean what you say. That's what I say. Yeah. Like, you don't need a lie, unless they're like white lies. I mean, little white lies are just harmless ones. Like when your parents told you don't make that face because it sticks, it's like, we ain't gonna believe that crap. That or we're gonna start making more faces because, it's funny. Because I remember that kind of stuff back then. When your parents would tell you those little white lies. And it's like, the white lies were harmless. Hell, you're never supposed to spank harder than a red bottom. If you get past the red, you've gone too far. As long as the spankings never made their butts beyond a little red, you were fine as a parent. Because corporal punishment worked somewhat for some kids. Me, I learned nothing from being in a timeout corner. I learned nothing from being talked to. The only time I learned this shit was when I got spanked. Otherwise, I didn't learn diddly squat. And I'd do it again. I think I only got spanked twice. Ever. Because I kind of took it too far with my little brother, throwing my mom's porcelain unicorn collection at each other, shattering them. Yeah, I got a spanking that day, because that was probably something I really shouldn't have done. Especially when I'm trying to nail my little brother with it. And my little brother doing the same right back at me. It's like, yeah, I understand why I got a spanking. No, truthfully, I think we only got spanked whenever we try to do something physically bad to each other. If it was something more stupid, like we took something without asking, we just got a lecture. It was only when we used physical force did we get physical force applied back as punishment. Which seemed more than fair enough. Though each kid needs to be punished differently. Because each kid responds differently to different punishments. I only needed to be spanked twice, ever. To get it through my thick-ass skull. Otherwise, they didn't really get spanked at all after that. No, nor did I ever use force on anything ever again. That's probably a better thing. Because we kids, we be stupid as dirt. But watching everyone's like, mechanics allow toxicity on games. Well, then you ain't gonna have any player base, and that toxicity is gonna go right back into the real world where you really, really do not want that to happen. Because it took forever to get it to just stay online where it belongs. I'd rather be online digitally than out in the world physically. Well, it was my mom's porcelain unicorn collection, and I was 6. I wasn't exactly the smartest tool in the shed, if you know what I mean. And my little brother wasn't either. And that was before video games was a big thing online, and we didn't have that to entertain us. So instead, we found a different way to entertain ourselves. God, just deleted that dog. I never knew a Moog Sentry guy came here. Huh. That's neat. I found out something neat. This is a dark-ass forest. Hey, thank God I got my woodman's axe here. I could just chop down all the damn trees. That'd be cool if I could, though. Though watching Asmongold talk out of his ass is kind of funny. Because sometimes the stuff he says is just asinine and hypocritical, and he flip-flops so much. He's like a fish on a boat. He's flip-flopping that much. And he also forgot how to be a gamer, apparently. And how bad it used to be. The axe just did over 2,000 damage if you just saw, so... I guess fine, because this thing is kind of weird. This axe is just weird. I don't know how to reply to this axe sometimes. It just devastates the crap out of people. If I did this, the black flame, and then leap like this, it does 2k. Outright 2,000 damage. In such a quick succession that it's just... Yeah, it's fast! Lion's Claw is usually very slow as hell, too, and makes me wonder if the weight of the weapon actually matters to the speed of an Ash of War. Problem is, hitting players is a lot harder than hitting an AI in PvE, so... Right now I'm working on Vacuum Slice with my dagger. I'm trying to figure out which one's the best one. Yeah, since the woodcutter's axe is... This thing is light as a feather. It's only 3 pounds, 3.5 pounds. I have an axe in real life that's 5 pounds that feels pretty goddamn light. No joke when it came to being weaponry. Maybe that's why a lot of farmers that would fight against military soldiers would win. Because a hatchet can pierce through a helmet. If it came down on your head. It's like, I was wearing an iron helmet. Psst, that steel hatchet says, I don't care. Sliced you right in half. But yeah, toxicity is not a bad thing in gaming. It's the good part of it that you know that these people that are talking like this will not take that into the real world. Unless they're really, really, really messed up and should be behind bars and seeing a psychiatrist bad. But that's like 1 in every billion. The odds are very, very low. You have better odds of finding a unicorn in real life than actually finding really bad people that were online that talk crap and then do something. That's not going to happen that often.
Well, I took you no man to lay out your own.
I gotta find out which dagger does like is special with vacuum slice, because vacuum slice acts different with a dagger than it does a sword of any type. Makes me wonder what the hell. I'm just testing stuff out because I don't like to do the same thing as everyone else. I like to test stuff and try new things because it's fun.
No matter.
Yeah. And vacuum slice gives it the range. Now I need 7s. Okay, this is scaling really weird. Maybe Earth Steel Dagger would do good with Vacuum Slice better than most? It'd be Flaming Vacuum Slice. It has A scaling. Weirdly enough, the Dagger has A scaling and it's heavy. For strength. Never saw that coming. These are like the basic first weapons you get in the game, too. And I find it ironic that the original weapons that you get the earliest in the game become so powerful in every game I've ever played. It's like, oh, the first weapon you get is garbage, and then it's like, new discovery, the first weapon you get is actually special because it turns into the best weapon in the game. It's like, wait, what? It's like, that happens way too often. I mean, this woodcutter's axe you get early, right? And I'm pumping out damage like it's a goddamn great axe.
Back already, no matter.
Okay, this is the Erd Tree Steel Dagger. Let's give this a go. I tried the butcher knife. It's called the butcher knife I'm thinking of is called the great knife. And I immediately farmed it in like 2 kills. Instantly farmed it. It was so easy to farm. And it is pretty good. It's a good bleed dagger. It has solid bleed. It's fast. Vacuum Slice does well with it. Does about 1,000 plus damage with Vacuum Slice, but I'm not quite sure if there's a better dagger for that. I just gotta test them all to see which one actually does really well with it and what kind of form. See, this one has faith on it. I have 40 faith. This dagger might actually get more out of it since the way my class is built. It's the only dagger that has that capability. And it looks good, so let's give it a test. Oops. I should cancel that real quick. I like to do the all locations. That's just easier and faster. The knife looks good. It looks good with the axe and the knife. They kind of complement each other on looks. The axe with the black flame flipped into Lion's Claw, nailing someone, does so much damage. It's insane. I just need one hit to see what... 400, huh? It does 400. It's got speed. God damn it. Yeah, I'm rolling in wrong spots, but... Okay, 488 for the faith side of it. It's not fully upgraded either. I think it is though. Wait, no, wait, that's fully upgraded. What if I switch it to heavy? I know that all daggers scale S, so it's fine. So if all daggers scale to S dex, which means that a lot of daggers AR does not scale with their dex, which is weird. And I'm wondering if this is one of the daggers, because the Great Knife AR is not a dex one. That one is actually a scales with quality, oddly enough. Scales more towards the arcane side of and quality, which is weird for the Great Knife, but I can see why, since it's bleed. Let me just try heavy now. Heavy's B scaling, right? But D in faith. See if it hits any harder. Yeah, I know. That one does heavy crit damage, but me knocking down an enemy so I can crit them, not likely going to happen with this build. Very likely not going to happen. But the length of that dagger is longer than the other ones. So the longest dagger of all of them. So it might be great for range on top of it. I just need one hit, dude. Give me one hit. That's all I'm asking. I'm asking for one hit. Okay, 500! It does scale with strength better. Really? So, it scales, so the Erd Tree Steel does scale better with strength than faith. Dex, I have only 20 dex, so that does have S scaling, so it might be better, but I ain't gonna get the full potential out of it like I would if I had 50 dex or higher. So me worrying about Keen ain't gonna do me any good. Okay, so the Erd Tree Dagger is pretty solid, does more damage, especially when that guy had really strong high defense armor. If I have any extra ruins, I always spend them on whetstones. And then I have to go check and see if the other ones scale better. I'm pretty much just trying to check which dagger is the best dagger for it. That, my controller? I swear my controller crap. I need to get a new one. But they're $60 goddamn dollars. And they're getting harder to find. I have to either special order them online or hope that the goddamn Walmart nearby has one. And they kind of do have quite a good stockpile of them. I think they have like 80 of them in stock. And they do sell them more than they do the PS5 controllers, so they keep them in stock. But the problem is I'm not going to have $60 until September. Because August is my birthday, but during August I'm helping my grandmother out, so I don't do much of anything else. But until after I'm done helping my grandma. So I can't go and spend it. Did it? But it got down here anyways. Oh, I didn't see the death point meter. Whoops. I find that a lot of the older generation and the newer generation seem to have the internet disease lately. I would call it TIS. Takes internet seriously disease. And that's not normal. You only can catch it if you're ignorant enough to believe what's online. If you see anything online, do not believe it. Believe nothing you hear and only half... believe nothing you hear, only half of what you see. And when it comes to the internet, believe nothing you see or hear. That's the best way I can pretty much sum up the internet. I am really liking these acts. Holy crap. I just gotta find a dagger to go along with it. Goddamn game. My controller likes to move on its own. I'm getting sick and tired of it. That makes the game way harder. I do, but it's rare. It is fast though. I do like the speed and the power I feel behind the weight of it. Slam! Just because the Ash of War really complements it. Like, it's the fastest Lion's Claw I've ever seen. And with the briar things, when I do it, I get extra damage. Oh. Stop it. Controller, stop! suicidal little character here. Fuck. Trying to fight my controller, not the game. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure my controller doesn't walk me off a cliff. It's so bad. It's getting worse as time goes on. See? I'm not even touching it. I'm not touching the controller at all. I'm just fighting it. That's all I'm doing. Plus, vacuum sights can be aimed in the air, too. Don't stop acting up. No! Ah! Stupid controller. This is getting ridiculous. This is more tougher to fight than a goddamn Crucible Knight duo. It's a controller. There's nothing I could do about it. It's literally the walking stick. There's nothing I can do. Unless I get a new controller. It's just the only controller I have right now. The rest are broken. And sometimes it doesn't act up, and sometimes it does. And I don't understand what is the reason of this happening. You have to do this way instead. Crap. I have to do this the hard way because the game doesn't want me to have fun. Gotta weave, just gotta weave. We're in a fine line here again. Because I could do this with blindfolded if I had a good controller. Okay, don't act up on me now. God damn that blight buildup. Thank God I got long range. Keep away from me. Whew! Once I get the shortcut activated, I'll be fine. I'll take the elevator back and forth instead. Yeah, I don't trust that room. Oh, God damn it, controller. Enough is enough. I like having these different ways of just applying status to my weapons overall. Feels like Monster Hunter. Those aren't his eyes, by the way. That's where they keep their death blight. I don't care if I'm spamming that. This is PvE. I will spam the living brains out with that thing. I was gonna say, how high up is this thing? Okay, this is the way down. The way out. So I need to go back down and cross the other way. Which shouldn't be too hard, actually. That way should be a lot easier now. Maybe. I'm hoping. Beast Torch is kind of not one of my things. That dude was just chilling and I just sent him off to heaven. Okay, that scared me. I thought... I got so lucky! Well, I know. It's just not my favorite type of tool. I mean, I should be using a sentry torch to find the invisible people, but... Ah, here it is. I got the elevator working. Okay, I'm going to take this guy out as quick as possible. Apply this. Apply this. Apply this. And apply this. Wham! Wrong button. Wow, that actually combos really well. If I didn't press the wrong button and reapplied my black flame, it would have been, you know, over. Ah! Oh, my fault. That was my fault. Okay, what is this bullshit? You're gonna keep damaging me until I get back, aren't you? Out of heals. I have to make it back down, hopefully. Soon as he passes by, I have to make I have to run for it. Ah, I failed already. That nicked me barely. If I get hit one more time, I'm dead. Oh. I'm regenerating health. That's good, but that's bad. I'm in a bad spot. If I didn't have Black Flame Protect, I would have been dead. Now I gotta go back up here. Whew. This is stressful. I'm regenerating. My ass is so close to being cooked. What? Oh, I see where I am now. Whew. Ah, there it went. Now it crashed. I'm free to move about as I please. Oh, for God's sakes. That was a lot of unnecessary stress. Maybe I should go just down here, because I believe that if I died in the boss fight, I'd be right outside the door anyway, so it's not a loss. It's just better if I just try it anyways. Yeah, down here is a safe space down here. Yeah. See the statue right there. Could you guys give me some heals, please? I got nothing. Ah, my ruins. 44444. Oh, great. Let's see if I could do it. Shall we? Oh, no, I'm a goner. Oh, I saw that coming. Saw that coming a mile away. It's like, yeah, no. Being one hit away gets two. I'm ducking his attack with my slice. I knocked him to the ground? Nah, he killed me when his teammate got involved. So, yeah. I gotta cheese one of the goddamn guys. I have to cheese one of them, because if I don't, I'm screwed. I could take 1v1, easy. 2v1? I got a little bit of a problem. These guys are one of the hardest bosses in the game anyways, because the fact they can gank you like that. Oh yeah, get him with that pot. I'm out of energy. Ah, I forgot, that's travels. What is the range on this thing? Pretty damn decent, actually. Oh, I want that move. Got one. Okay, it's just me and Slows McGee over here. I knew he'd get me with that. I'm just gonna tank your shit and say no. Why am I just tanking this? What's up the hyper armor on this thing? No way. Goodbye. That really just happened. Give me a minute. What the fuck? I literally ignored half his damage attacks by flipping over them. And then nailing him in the head down. What could... Hand axe plus Lion's Claw is fucking dirty. And that's the only way that's the only axe that does that. The other ones don't for some reason. I tested them thoroughly. I'm using a dagger and a wood axe or a hand axe and going, the hell is going on here? I have so many questions of how and the fuck. Well, I found in my new toy as the hand axe. That's gonna throw people off so much when all of a sudden people are like, "Why is everyone using the hand axe now?" It's like, because I set a trend. I set the trend. I don't follow them, but damn. This is weird. I'm literally saying fuck them to their damage by dodging it somehow? And vacuum slice on a dagger is misleading as hell. You're thinking, ah, that won't hit. It hits. It gets more range.
Well, I took you no matter. Lay out your arm.
Okay, that's maxed out. I am short one level 8 stone. One level 8. I don't think I have enough ruins for it, but I could switch out and test out this dagger now. This dagger is okay. This dagger does decent. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. This one I need to try out. It was the parrying dagger turned into a vacuum slice dagger. It's ace strength scaling. Wait, what? How? And then the dagger... Wait, daggers get ace strength scaling for some of them? I mean, it's got a nice look to it, too. I need one more level 8 smithing stone. And then I need to max it out. Nope, I can't buy it. Well, I'll get what I can for now. I need to test out the parrying dagger and see how much damage that does with vacuum slice, because vacuum slice on a dagger seems different. It hits different, literally. You put it on a sword, you put it on an axe, you put it on any other weapon. It's got shorter range, hits pretty decently, but it doesn't quite work right. I mean, yeah, it carries over the status element of a weapon, but this is the lightest build I've ever had, but the weirdest. Oh yeah, it's been an hour and 30 minutes. I gotta do this part, or YouTube punishes us content creators with a very dirty basement full of really bad things. So like, subscribe, blah blah YouTube bullshit, before YouTube punishes us because we don't do it. I don't like the spiky paddle. Uh-oh. Just need to hit you once to see what the numbers are. $300. Okay. How about we trade? You don't want to trade? Huh? That it? Oh, I'm out of stamina. Oh! Wait, I only got 300 with my axe. He's a tanky boy. That range, that is some range. I don't know any other weapon that gets that kind of range but daggers. Oh, I'm out of range. That's right, they nerfed the range on that thing. Yeah, you figure it out yet? My dude? I just nailed him for the rest of his HP! That guy had less than 800 HP? So vacuum slice on the parry dagger does 300 and something on a player. That's not bad, actually, since I need more ruins, so let's keep exploring and gathering those ruins. There is a, there's a thing up here. Let's go get that. But yeah, I am finding probably the lightest weight load, long range, close range build I've ever made in my life. I like the big knife, though. The big great axe, that's technically a knife. I love that big boy. And I love the Spectre Spear. I love having long range on short range weapons. It's so misleading that many players don't expect it coming. When it happens, it outright hits them hard. And if I get a critical, I'll say goodbye to your health bar, because the parrying dagger's critical is insane. I can't believe it's A scaling in strength of all things. Wait, when did I get this? Oh, I ain't waiting for that. I'm gonna just sit here and sort through my shit. That elevator takes a while, so I'm gonna just, you know, put away some stuff. Oh, I haven't done one of these daggers. Okay, this is the longest dagger in the game, the Misericord. And I'm wondering if it scales, if it would be the perfect vacuum slice blade, but I gotta test it. That'd be funny if this sickle was the perfect... I'm just testing weapons. Before the DLC comes out, I'll have all these weapons tested, and I'll be running through it with... If I run through that whole game with a butter knife and a hand cutter axe during the DLC and just own everything, I'm gonna laugh. Because no fucking way this is that strong. This reminds me of Raphael's weapons. This parry dagger kind of reminds me of it. Maybe that's why I like the look of it. I loved Raphael's weapons. It was so different. Well, I mean, they were cool weapons too. Oh my god! Was that 1,500? Or near there? Parrying knife my ass. Parrying a knife is right, but I parried his goddamn skin off. Holy hell! Hey, big boy, come on. Come on, Rune Bear. I need you to break this open for me. Did you see what I did to the other bear and now you're scared or something? Because that bear is being cautious, like, yeah, I saw what you did. I hate the lingering hitboxes, but I get it, your programming skills are not up to par, so... Holy hell! Go away, bear. Damn! That jumping around thing shouldn't happen if they're close range like this. Oh, he has a roar. God damn it. Did you give up on fighting me? Yeah, Black Flame armament on this is insane. Look at that damage output. 4,000. I ignore your shit and kill you anyways. That's insane amount of... Holy crap! Call me flex tape because I just did an insane amount of damage. If I start to see a trend where people are starting to use the woodcutter axe and daggers, I'm going to be like, ah, crap. Word got out. It'd be interesting to see, though. It's flattering, but also... I kind of hate it a little bit. It's like, ah, god damn it, you're copying me. Better do it a different way. I want to see something new. I've gone through so much suffering to do this, to figure this out. You can at least show me something new with it. Break the pot! Break the pot! Oh my god! Whee! Call me Link! Ah! Call me Link because I'm about to break every pot in here. Oh, you're the special ones. What does Vacuum Slice do to you? Just send you fucking flying. Cool. Not ready to go that way yet. Let's go deeper to see what I can find. it's that. It's this place with all the trap boxes. Yeah, first time I came through here and did it without fail. I don't even know why. Or how. I just did it. They're all traps. They just teleport you around the map, and you have to remember where they take you. I got a pokey stick too. Get deleted. Yeah, no. I'm flabbergasted how well this works. Hey, asshole, just because you're up there and have a dagger and an axe doesn't mean I can't hit you! Vacuum Slice is an aerial attack as well. If you would get to the edge here so I can, you know, attack you would be great. You're just gonna throw those the whole time, aren't you? There you go. I pointlessly wasted so many healing things. I just delete you right now. My God. Oh great, Redditors. Hey guys. Blowing up over nothing? Yep, I thought so. This is the correct way to go. Don't ask how I know, it's just I can't get lost. I've tried, even in real life. I'm not kidding, I tried to get lost once in real life, went into the woods just to get lost. Found my way out. Immediately. No problems. See, it looks the same, but it's not. This is a different location. Because I killed him before. Don't worry, don't get up. This is just so much fun to use the weakest weapon in the game that people are like, ah, these things are crap, and just turning them into god level power fucking shit. This just makes me giddy. Smoking. I'm lost in here a little bit. Not really. Now I know where I am. My 2 hours are almost up. Die. I wonder if there's a way to make a bunch of things that say this way and this way. Hi, big guy. I wonder if I could just ignore that. Oh my God. Let me just delete you. Oh my God. Ow. buddy. Waiting for me? That's nice of you. Just need to find a way to open the door down here. Okay, I need to get up there, which means my best bet is the box to my left, past here. And you gotta go through all of them anyways if you want to get everything in the dungeon, so it's no big. This way is this. That teleports you here, then you go here. Then there's a hidden chest I have to find that lets me go where I want. If I can remember where it is. See what that in there? I didn't grab it because I haven't been in there. Different location. It's not as complicated as people think. That range is something special. You poo-poo vacuum size, I poo-poo you. Okay. If I remember right, I need to go... There's 4 chests at the beginning, 3 chests halfway through, and only 4 chests at the end. If I remember right, I'm supposed to drop down, because this is a different part of the map. So let's go this way, drop down, then this way. If I find enemies, I'm going the right way. One second. Gotta check. Yeah, they try to play with you because it's what they call a triple way. It's the dungeon 3 times, and the trap boxes send you to 3 different dungeons, all shaped the same. It's just trying to confuse you. That's all it is. Okay, big guy. Let me just get ready for you. That black flame on this hand axe is insane. Okay. Now if I go this way back down, and then that one box should be in... Yeah, I know where I'm going. Yay! My brain put 2 and 2 together. Now if I take the left one, it should send me to that watery area. Or up above to get the door. How about I ignore your attack and just outright end you right now? This should send me to the water where the other one sends me on the ledge. If I remember right. Because there's always a way to go back. Oh, back on the ledge, huh? Yeah, it's pretty much the same. They just overlaid a lot of them. If I need to go back this way, the way I came. Not really. I've seen more complicated mazes. It just takes time to get used to the pattern they want you to walk in. There's an obvious pattern. Since it's just the same map multiple times, and each box sends you to a different map. It's that simple. It's just the same map 3 times over. And each map has a different way of getting around each one to jump back and forth until you get to the correct one. That's all it is. See? Back in the original map. I think it's 2 maps, one overlaid on the other one, and the box kind of jumps you between the 2. And this will send me right back up to the top where I need to go. But again, I can't get lost. Once you start to figure something out, it's pretty simple. See? I couldn't get lost as a kid or an adult. I can't get lost in a video game. Not easily, anyways. Once you figure out the mechanic, it's pretty simple. But this will probably be my last fight before I get off and offline grind for the You know what? You're worth fighting as is. I don't need help. You're a fun big boy, aren't you? I love how I'm ignoring the big guy after me just to kill all the little pots first, and then I can just do this. Whee! Nice! My turn! Now go away. Fire. Black flame. Disintegrate. No. How about no again? And goodbye, I guess. Chop you. What happens if I'm out of FP? Oh, it's just a regular attack. A faster regular attack. Wait, without FP I could just flip? Infinitely? Faster too? Yeah, I have to go grind those daggers to level them up to see which one does better with Vacuum Slice, because I know since Vacuum Slice gives more range to a dagger, I gotta see what that does. Like, which one thrives with it and dominates. Because I want to have a dagger and a hand axe and just go like, hi. And they'll be like, oh, why are you wielding that? And just slam him into the ground like, that's why. Make him moan for me like, ugh. It's like, oh, I see now. The fact if you run out of FP makes it more deadly, which I kept my hyper armor without the FP, at least as far as I can tell, which is a whole nother level of what the fuck. But yeah, I'm gonna have to test some stuff out, so next time I'll be a lot stronger. And maybe I'll have the daggers finished. But yeah, see you next time. Hopefully I gave some people some ideas to go try out. Try out all the Ash of Wars, different types, different strengths, heavy, keen, quality. Try them all out and see which one that just becomes your bread and butter. Be different.